on YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay, man. Checking in, baby. On the way out here to Kentucky. Last load of this current week. And I have something I want to talk about, man. First of all, first thing let me say is if the audio isn't that great, I do apologize. I haven't done a driving video in ages. And the microphone that I once had, I can't remember what happened. I don't know if I misplaced it or broke it and misplaced it. I don't know. But I will work on getting one in the near future. That way I can start putting out more videos than I already do. Because a lot of times, you know, I haven't done the drive video, so it's, you know, trying to find time in the day to make a video. Sometimes not as easy as you think. Second thing is, if you wouldn't mind, you know, hit the like button, subscribe button, also hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? And make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, whether the quality of it or the content, whatever you prefer. And yeah, man. So here we go. One of the things that you should have learned from YouTube truckers by now is that the one thing that truck drivers are really, really good at is complaining. We as truck drivers are very, 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 very gifted at finding a negative in everything in any situation we are presented with, you know. Which is why you have a lot of truck drivers on the internet or social media, you know, that's always complaining about rates, customers, brokers, dispatchers, flat rate versus percentage, lease out versus owner out, blah, blah, blah. The same shit that truck drivers have been going back and forth with each other since the beginning of trucking. And I had a realization today. I had a epiphany, if you will, for lack of a better term. So, obviously, the entire trucking industry is hurting right now. You know what I mean? With the coronavirus and rates being through the basement, you know, everybody's pretty much hurting. Freight is slowing down. You know, we're definitely starting to experience it in the port now as well. And it's definitely affecting our money and it's affecting our income. And when I went into the port today to pick up my load, I ran into a buddy / family member of mine. He's a cousin of mine on my wife's side. And, you know, we got to chit-chatting and this, that, and the third. And, you know, he was talking about how he was thinking about leaving his company. I think he drives for Duvenant, who hauls mainly for the Walmart distribution in the Williamsburg, Virginia area, just going straight from the port in Portsmouth and Norfolk straight to Williamsburg. And it's normally one of the better routes that you can run out of the port, especially if you have a paid-off truck, because they paying about $200 round trip for those loads, and you can do about 3 of those a day easily and make pretty good money. You know, $600 a day. You do that 5 days a week, you make $3,000. Only thing you got to worry about is fueling if your truck breaks down. Goals. But anyways, and I guess he was talking about how he was thinking about leaving the company because things have just slowed down to a crawl. And, you know, things have slowed down for me and my company as well. And I was telling him, I said, yeah, man, you know, I'm used to making, you know, $1,500 to $1,700, you know, a week. You know, I told him I was 1099 and all that. And I said, now, you know, it's more so $1,000 to, you know, $1,200. And he looked at me like Joker, like 1,000 to 1,200. I would kill for that right now. You know, I guess he's not even making that. And it just put me in a place mentally where I had to realize, man, in trucking, even the bad money is good money. You know, like we a lot of us, most of us, all of us really in trucking, 85 to 95% of truck drivers come from poverty, come from low income, come from, you know, $60,000 a year being a lifetime achievement, you know, not something that you're doing 2 to 3 years into a career field, you know what I'm saying? And so I think what we fail to realize is even when we're having quote unquote bad weeks, bad months, or whatever, we're still not making horrible money, man. Like I know at least 20 people back home who would trade spots with me right now, and I feel like I'm having a bad couple of weeks, bad couple of months, you know, money wise, because everything is slowing down, but I'm still bringing home, like I said, $1,100-$1,200. And I guess just because as truck drivers, we are so accustomed to making, you know, over 15, some of us over $2,000, that we get so high and mighty that it's like to make anything less than that, you know, it's like we just like, oh, the nerve, the audacity, when realistically, man, that's still a blessing if you look at it, man. A lot of the money that we make, you know, most people will never see in their lifetimes, man. You know, working the regular jobs that they work, even though they're titled essential, there's a lot of essential workers out there that don't make nowhere near what we make. But they still got to get up and go. So imagine having to get up and go to work through this epidemic and all this coronavirus crap, and you still only making $600 a week. But you're supposed to be an essential worker. You're not getting paid no extra. You're just an essential worker going to work, and you're making $500 to $600 a week. Well, here we are as truck drivers out here complaining and fussing and hooping and hollering when we're still making well into the 4 digits, man. I just, you know, it's just an interesting thought that I had that we just should be more humble, man. We should be more humble, and we should be more appreciative of where we are. And I think I've spoke on this before, you know, in a live feed and in previous videos. We just got to be appreciative of what we have, man. Because I mean, it may sound corny, it might sound cliche, but the truth is, we're blessed. We're blessed. The money that we are making is a blessing. The opportunity that we have to still make our same money for the most part during this epidemic is a blessing, man, because a lot of people hurting, man. I think last I looked, it's like 30 million people unemployed, man. You know, getting that one-time stimulus check for $1,200. That shit probably already gone. And now they just filing for unemployment, which, yeah, that unemployment seemed cool, but ain't nobody taking care of no family on unemployment. You know what I mean? And that's not no long-term solution. So, you know, I don't know, I just felt the need to put this message out there with everyone complaining about rates and all that. I'm not saying go pull cheap freight and bankrupt your business, but I'm just saying, man, just understand the situation that you in, man. It could be a whole lot worse, man. At least we got a fighting chance to get through this epidemic. Some people, this shit gonna change their lives forever. You know, some businesses will never recover from this shit. Whereas as truck drivers, man, you know, some of us may not survive it, but the majority will be just fine. You know what I'm saying? The majority will make it work. If you whether you gotta pull cheap freight just to pay the bills, or you can afford to just sit and wait it out like some claim they are. Either way, man, as long as you get to the other side of the storm, does it really matter how you got there as long as you got through? That's the way I'm looking at it, man. Like, yeah, I'm not making what I normally make, you know, running the runs that I run, but I'm okay. You know, I still got a roof over my head, my bills are paid, I got enough money for food. I ain't out here fighting nobody grandma for toilet tissue and necessities like that. We good, you know what I mean? And sometimes you just gotta sit back and appreciate that blessing, man. And that's all I'm trying to do in this video. So that's my message for today, man. Just appreciate what you have. If you making less than what you normally make, but you still making more than what you ever did before, be blessed, man. Just accept that and just wait it out, man. It ain't always gonna be sunny skies and rainbows and unicorns and nah. Sometimes you gotta go through the storm to remind you and to prepare you for what's next. You know what I mean? So that's all I got, though. As always, you know what it is. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. Check y'all next video.